Hey guys, what's up? This is Kitty Meow Meows. And in today's video, I'm going to try to help out some of my newbie YouTube friends out there. People that are just getting started, or maybe you've been doing this YouTube thing for a while, but there's still some stuff you can't figure out. And trust me, I am not really all that experienced with this stuff. I mean, I've been making YouTube videos for 2 years, but I'm still an idiot. There's still a lot I don't know, and my channel has suffered for that. And whenever you look at my channel, you can tell that my channel is completely all over the place. It is just a mess. It has no style, no direction. My channel is very blah. It's very blah, but I'm working on changing that, and I'm working on making my channel into something that I can be proud of and say, hey, you know, this channel reflects who I am. Because I feel like right now, it's a mess. It's a total mess, but I still know a few things. You know, I've been around for a while to have picked up on some knowledge, and maybe I could teach you guys some of the basics. Because I get questions daily, every day, in my inbox asking, hey, you know, how do I do what you're doing? I really want to record some gameplay. I would love to have my own little YouTube channel with gameplay commentary and let's plays, but how do I record? And how do I make it so I'm not so awkward in my videos? Because I seem to get really awkward and I don't know what to say and I don't know what to talk about. How do you get commentary ideas, Kitty? You know, I get questions like that daily, and I think it's time that I made a video to answer those. I do this every once in a while, but I'm always learning new stuff. So first of all, let's start with what I'm doing here. Basically, welcome to YouTube, kids. There is tons of different content here. There is vlogs, rant videos, political debate, makeup, tutorials, everything you could imagine, you know, hot girls with their booties hanging out dancing. There is everything you could imagine on YouTube. And some things you kind of wish you never imagined in the first place, because they're probably out there, and they're probably going to give you nightmares, you know. I'm part of the gameplay community, the gaming community on YouTube. You know, we upload our gameplays, we upload tutorials on how to get better at games, upload let's plays, upload anything you can imagine relating to games. That's the community I'm involved with, and apparently if you're messaging me about how to record gameplay, you want to be a part of this community. Now keep in mind, this is more than just YouTube. The gameplay community extends to Twitter and a little bit on Facebook. It's kind of dead there. Twitter is like the place to be, so I recommend you make a Twitter account to start yourself out and start networking. Start following your favorite YouTubers and start talking to people, and you know, share your channel that way. And believe me, people do talk back to you. Not all the bigger YouTubers will because they're really busy, but definitely a lot of the smaller channels will. So that's a good tip for how to make some friends and how to kind of network a little bit, is to go on Twitter. And of course there are websites like Yoush and Huppet Gaming and stuff like that, you know, those gaming websites where you can share your YouTube channels a little bit. But before we get that far, let's start with what you're gonna need to record. Now this is before like I get into the hey, should you do this stuff. I'm gonna start with telling you guys what kind of equipment you're looking at and how much money it's gonna cost you. First of all, do you have a decent computer? Now, I'm not a PC expert. I'm barely learning. I'm going to be building my own computer in a couple months or whenever I get the damn money. So hopefully by fall, I'm going to be building a custom PC exactly to how I want it, so it renders the way I want. Because the PC I have right now, it's a cheap HP computer from Best Buy. So it's not the best. The only reason it even probably can render videos fairly decent is because I upgraded the graphics card and the power supply. But other than that, this computer, it's very basic. But it gets the job done. It just takes a lot longer, which is very inconvenient for me because that means less videos because it takes so much time to render. So you gotta think, hey, do you have a decent computer? My first channel I rendered on a little crappy laptop, and it used to crash and it was a nightmare. So it's something to think about, because the better your PC is, the faster your videos will render, the better quality they'll render, and you're gonna be on the computer a lot, so just keep that in mind. Next, alright, you got the computer, you're good on that. What are you gonna record with? What kind of TV do you have? if you're playing on a HD TV, you're going to want to get yourself a Hauppauge or Hauppauge HD PVR. They're about $200. And you know what? That might seem a little bit extreme, but they're worth it. They're great. And I love my Hauppauge. If you have an Xbox, you can record under HDMI with a recording device called a Blackmagic Intensity Pro. But the only problem with that is your computer needs a specific motherboard and USB 3.0. So that might be something that doesn't really work for a lot of people, but there are plenty of options out there. I just recommend the HD PVR because it's standard. There's lots of tutorials out there. Another thing that they have out there, I forgot what it's called, but it's $90, and I really can't remember right now. But it's this recording device. I'll post in the comments section whenever I remember what it's called, but it's very cheap. Actually, I think I saw it for like $60, and it's something to keep in mind. You know, maybe you're not ready to buy the HD PVR and you're like, okay, I'll get the cheaper device. My first recording device was a Dazzle, but I played on a standard def TV. So really, you're going to have to think about, you know, investing in electronics. You know, a good computer, a good TV. You're going to need a good recording device. Are you prepared to put out that kind of money? Now, another thing, if you're primarily PC, you can record with a program called Fraps, which you can look up online how to get it or how much it costs. But it's just something to think about. Can you afford this? And believe me, I could not afford it at first. I had a little bit of money that I was given, and I got myself a cheap laptop and a Dazzle, and that's how I started. And that's, you know, how you might have to start, with just something really basic and just see if it's for you. And if you get more serious, invest. But I say get the HD PVR if you can, because you can always sell it. Alright. Now, as far as actual tutorials on how to set it up with your Xbox or your PS3, go on YouTube and look it up, because I'm no expert. I have both consoles. The PVR has not been a problem, but when I had the Dazzle, I had to buy splitters and a bunch of crazy stuff. So, alright, so you got the recording device, you got everything set up, and you're ready to make a video. You know, you got your microphone. I use Turtle Beach PX21s if you're curious. That's what I use currently, though I'd like to get something better. Just money. You know, money's always a problem. You know, you always want to upgrade, but it takes time. So now you're going to make your YouTube channel, and you're going to start really experiencing this, and you're going to experience the community. You're going to experience the good people and the bad people. And you have to ask yourself, are you ready? Like, do you like dealing with people? Are you a total antisocial person? Because you're going to kind of be forced to be out there talking to people, interacting with your subscribers, making new friends. And if you're the type of person that doesn't like talking to anybody, you're probably not going to like this very much. You really aren't. So you have to prepare yourself. And then you have to realize, you know, what is worth your time fighting for and what isn't. Like, you got this guy that's messing with you. Do you fight him, or do you say, you know what, you're not worth my time, and block him? You know, you should always block him. You should. Because the fact is, negativity is never good. I try to keep the negative people away from me. And, it's something you got to think about. Because I tell you what, it can get stressful real easy. It can go from fun to stressful. Another thing, how much free time do you have? Most YouTubers spend all day. All day. Every time they have free time, they're working on their channels or they're working on videos. Do you have time to dedicate? Now, that goes back to, of course, what kind of channel do you want? Do you want a channel that you do this as a hobby, you know, on the weekends or after school when you're done with your homework? Or do you want to have a serious channel that, you know, you make money off of, and you grow and you build a cool network and you make a name for yourself? Because if you want to do that, you're going to be working your ass off for a couple years, and it's a reality. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, you're going to have to make a lot of sacrifices in your real life. You're going to have to dedicate a lot of time in front of your computer to make your channel grow, to help it grow, to work on stuff. And you're going to deal with a lot of ups and downs, and lots of criticism out there. A lot of people that have put down how you play, will put down what you want to talk about, will make conspiracy theories about you. I mean, people get really crazy. You'll get death threats. You'll get all that stuff. But you have to remember at the end of the day, why are you doing this? And it's just something like to prepare you for. I know this sounds all crazy, but this is the internet and it's not fucking nice out there. It is not. There's some crazies out there. There are people that just have nothing good to say, and you have to build some armor up if you want to survive out there, and that's a reality. Now, here's the part about how to find yourself on YouTube. And to be honest, I don't think I can even answer that because I haven't even found myself. I haven't really found, like, hey, what is KittyRavage all about? You know, like, I kind of feel out of place in the name. I feel like my name isn't good. There are a lot of times where I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I'm just going off into nowhere. I don't really have one thing that's my own style, my own series going. I don't really have anything. I'm just kind of all over the place. My channel doesn't really have any character. I feel like it's a big mess. My layouts are a mess, my thumbnail's a mess. I don't have an intro, don't have an outro. It's just me talking, and that's fine, but I feel like my channel needs more character. And as far as you finding yourself, it comes down to what are you willing to learn. I need to actually start taking the time to teach myself Photoshop, to teach myself all these different programs to improve my videos and to improve my channel style. And you're gonna have to learn a lot of different stuff. So it helps to have somebody helping you. But if you're on your own like me, you're gonna have a lot of time just to listen to tutorials on YouTube to kind of teach yourself stuff. But I tell you what, if you get past the bad parts, this is great. This is like the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. And I am so happy that I got into YouTubing. You want to know why? Because before I got into YouTube, my life had no direction. I just couldn't really figure out who I was. And YouTube kind of helped me to grow up a little bit. And you might be like, well, that's weird. And you know what? It is weird. But the fact is, I've met so many friends on here who have been there for me. And the whole course of my life has been completely changed because of this YouTube hobby of mine. And I am just so glad I got into it, because I couldn't imagine where I'd be without it right now. I mean, I've really grown up, you know. A lot has happened. It really has affected my real life, and I'll get into that in another video. But a lot has happened, and I don't regret it for a minute. It's been wonderful, even though I get stressed sometimes. The way I game has changed a little bit, because now when I'm gaming, I'm more focused on, hey, recording something instead of taking time to relax. Which, keep in mind, guys, we all want to grow our channels and we want to make a lot of content, but you need to take like 2 days off a week just to not make any videos, not to look at your channel, and just relax and watch a movie, chill back, play a game however you want. Otherwise, you will lose your freaking mind. So the next thing, how to grow your channel. Alright, so you've made your channel, everything's good, you've gotten past, you know, negative comments, you figured out how to deal with it, how to grow your channel. It takes time, guys. Do you see those big guys up there sitting on like the pretty clouds? Yeah, those guys, they worked their asses off, and it took them a couple years, and they got lucky. There are plenty of small YouTubers that have amazing talent, and they're never gonna get anywhere, and it's reality, you know. Not everybody hits the lottery, you know, and YouTube's like a lottery now. Some people just have better odds, you know. It's gonna take a long time, and you really shouldn't aspire to be like 200,000 subscribers. I mean, if that's what you want to aspire to be, that's great, but make small goals. You know, start with like 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000, you know, and enjoy what you're doing along the way. You know, like right now, I would not want 50,000 subscribers. That's like something I would never want, because I know my content isn't there, and I'm not ready. You know, I'm not even ready for shoutouts or anything like that. I'm really falling short right now, and I need to find like that missing piece that kind of puts everything together for me, and I go, oh, that's right, okay, now the path is clear. I haven't found that yet. I don't think a lot of us do. I think it really does take a lot of time, even though I've been doing this for 2 years. Man, the past 2 years of my life have been wild, just crazy, and I don't know, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, how to grow your channel and all that. And just start with your friends, you know, talk to other channels, their subscribers will come to you and your subscribers will go to them, and then you just grow with people. You grow with everybody else. Channel's your own size, and you team up with people and you have fun. Make sure you're having fun along the way. I know that, like, you can take this serious, but you can still have fun with it. You know, even if you're doing this as a professional type thing, you can still have fun. You can still meet other people and enjoy yourself. And another thing, you know, how to avoid being so awkward. And trust me, it is very awkward when you make a video. The fact is, just be you. Say what you want. If things start kind of going off track, you can either pause it and take a moment, or you can just suddenly point out something that's going on in the gameplay, or just some random thought. Make a stupid noise, you know. Really, just be yourself, because the fact is, you're only human. You're not some computer reciting a book paragraph. You're a human being. Everybody has their own way of speaking, their own style. And you know what, if you can't come up with an idea for a video, just don't make a video. You know, take the loss as a chance to kind of get your thoughts together and be like, you know, I'm going to talk about something tomorrow that I really care about. I'm going to take the time to look up something that really interests me and maybe share it with other people. So, the fact is, guys, YouTube isn't really all that serious, but you kind of need to take it serious if you want your channel to grow. Like, if you actually want to invest time into this, if you want it to be like a fun social network thing, then do that. That is awesome. But if you want to go a little bit further, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take years. It's going to take time. And some people aren't cut out for it, unfortunately. Some people just don't have the appeal. And it's tough. It's really tough. But at the end of the day, whenever YouTube shuts down, which it probably won't for a long time, but just let's say if YouTube shut down tomorrow, you should at least take away what you did get out of it. You know, the friends you made, what you learned about yourself, the new skills you learned, like maybe you learned how to use Photoshop, or it got you interested in video editing and now you want to do this, you know, as a career, work on movies, whatever. Just take something away from it at the end of the day. It shouldn't be a big stressful thing to kind of grow your channel. Have patience, have fun, and enjoy YouTube. Enjoy YouTube. But I hope this video kind of answered some of your questions. I think it was more me venting about stuff that I've had on my mind. But you know what? I kind of need to do that, guys. I need to start talking with you, because a lot of you I call my friends, and I kind of need somebody in my life that also understands, like, this whole YouTube thing, because, you know, I don't know anybody in real life who does this. And I kind of need to talk about it sometimes, so it's kind of nice to talk about it in a video, because then I help somebody else, and it's not just me and my friends talking. I'm actually helping somebody else that's probably thinking the same stuff I am, and I'm kind of showing you how to get through it. But anyways, that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a PM. I know I'm behind on them, but I've been trying to answer them a lot more, and maybe I can direct you to a video or something that can help you. Like I said, for the recording devices, go ahead and Google it, you know, look it up on YouTube, look up videos on how to set up these devices, what kind of PC specs are good to render videos. Look up video rendering PC specs or something. See if maybe your computer can handle it, and see if you're ready for this, if it's for you. It's not for everybody, I'll tell you that, but anybody can do it, just the different reasons aren't for everybody. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, feel free to leave me a like. It helps me out. It really does, trust me. And it gives me the chance to know that this is a series that interests you, you know, me giving advice. Because I don't really know what you guys like unless you leave a like, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna probably work more off of that than this. Like, if a video only gets 20 likes and then another video gets 60, that kind of makes me think, should I leave behind that old series to entertain you guys better? So the likes are a way for me to understand what you enjoy. I can't always go by views, because some people can rewatch a video 100 times because they're nice, you know. But that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for sitting here for 20 minutes, and I will catch you guys later. So, as always, I love you guys, and peace out.